Have you ever thought of yourself as irreplaceable? That among billions of people, your story is truly one of a kind? The truth is, each of us is special in our own way. But out there exist individuals for whom the word rare isn't enough to describe them. They're not just different. They shatter every notion of what we once believed to be normal. And in today's video, you'll meet 20 such people, cases that make the entire world rethink the definition of uniqueness. If you're curious about who will take the #1 spot, make sure to stay until the very end. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next extraordinary stories. Because who knows? What you're about to watch might just change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Now, let's dive into 20 individuals who have redefined what it truly means to be rare in ways no one could have imagined. Lucas Starr, a resilient boy from Alaska, USA, stands as a powerful symbol of courage and unbreakable optimism. From the moment he was born, Lucas lived with a very rare congenital skin condition known as giant congenital melanocytic nevus, which caused large areas of dark pigmentation on his body. This unique medical condition affects not only his appearance, but also his internal health structure, forcing him to face numerous serious medical challenges throughout his life. In order to regain stability and protect his well-being, Lucas bravely underwent more than 15 major and minor surgeries, including highly complex procedures when he was just 11 years old. Despite the significant physical challenges and occasional unkind stares from those around him, Lucas has never lost his determination to move forward. He continues to smile brightly, finds joy in simple moments like playing video games with his family, and keeps nurturing a strong dream of becoming a professional racing driver. Through social media, Lucas Starr's journey of resilience and perseverance has become an inspiring story, spreading a powerful message that appearance or congenital conditions can never limit a person's willpower, confidence, or desire to live life to the fullest. Without using her hands to hold the steering wheel, this woman has steered her own destiny with sheer determination. Although born without both hands, Janet Brown, a mother from North Carolina, has firmly refused to surrender to physical limitations. With remarkable skill using her feet, she manages all daily activities independently and proudly works as a confident rideshare driver. Janet's inspiring journey is a powerful testament that extraordinary willpower can overcome any physical limitation. Amid the countless harsh challenges of fate, there are families that continue to rise and shine through the immense power of love. And the Theriault family stands as a beautiful example of this strength. Bobby Jo, a courageous mother, was born with Crouzon Syndrome, a rare genetic condition that causes the skull bones to fuse prematurely, affecting facial structure and limiting the space for brain development. Overcoming concerns about health, their deep and unconditional love as parents inspired the couple to welcome their eldest son, Jaden, and later faced the unexpected arrival of triplets named Cadence, Taylor, and Kaylin. Fate seemed to shape a remarkable path, as all 4 children were born with the same medical condition as their mother, with Cadence, in particular, facing a highly complex skull structure from the moment she was born. Rather than being overwhelmed by these challenges, the Theriault family chose to stand together, holding tightly to one another as they faced every storm as a united family. The children bravely underwent a series of major skull reconstruction surgeries under the care of dedicated medical specialists, ensuring they could grow up with the safest possible journey. Their extraordinary story not only overcomes significant physical challenges, but also weaves a powerful message of hope, affirming that the strength of family bonds can become the strongest foundation for facing and overcoming life's greatest adversities. The rhythm of music and the art of dance have never stopped echoing in the heart of Adrienne Hlett, a professional dancer from the United States, even when fate placed her before an extremely difficult challenge. Adrienne's life was once filled with glorious days under the spotlight, where she passionately performed graceful and expressive dance movements for audiences who admired her talent. However, an unexpected tragedy struck during a major sporting event in Boston in the spring of 2013, leaving her with the loss of her left leg below the knee. For a dancer, the legs are not only a source of life, but also the essential bridge connecting the soul to art. And such a profound loss seemed like a cruel end to every burning dream. During her days in the hospital, facing immense physical and emotional challenges, Adrienne made a powerful promise to herself. She would not be defeated by adversity and would dance again. With unwavering determination, she began an incredibly demanding journey of recovery. With the incredible support of modern medical technology and a specially designed prosthetic leg created for dancing, Adrienne steadily trained from her very first tentative steps to the most complex spins and movements. In less than a year after that life-changing moment, she achieved what many thought impossible, returning to the stage and shining once again with deeply emotional performances that moved millions of people around the world. But she did not stop at reclaiming her passion for dance. Adrienne set herself an even greater challenge: to complete the very marathon course connected to the event where her life changed, as a tribute to resilience and life itself. Her training journey was extremely demanding, and in 2019 she even faced a serious accident during preparation that temporarily interrupted her progress and posed another major setback. Still, the flame of hope and determination within her never faded. Overcoming every obstacle, she courageously completed the marathon, proving the limitless strength of human spirit. Today, Adrienne Hlett is not only a resilient artist, but also a motivational speaker and dedicated social advocate. She travels widely to share her story, support others in similar situations, and spread a powerful message. No adversity can extinguish the determination of a steadfast heart. Do you believe determination can overcome any adversity like Adrienne Hlett did? Comment your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe. Mariah Perkins' journey of rising above challenges is a beautiful and inspiring story of self-love and the courage to break free from conventional beauty standards. From her teenage years, Mariah began noticing the appearance of white patches on her skin due to vitiligo. This sudden change in her appearance once led her into deep self-doubt, pushing her to spend hours every day covering her natural skin with heavy makeup in order to avoid curious or judgmental looks from those around her. However, constantly hiding her true self gradually became exhausting and emotionally overwhelming. At a turning point in her life, Mariah made the powerful decision to remove all makeup and face the world with her most authentic appearance. Instead of viewing vitiligo as a limitation, she transformed it into a unique personal expression of beauty and identity. With optimism and growing confidence, Mariah not only shines as a talented dancer and model, but also actively uses her platform to spread a strong message of body positivity. She dedicates herself to empowering others, encouraging people to embrace their differences and value what makes them unique. Mariah Perkins' story stands as a powerful reminder that true beauty comes from confidence and the pride of loving and living as one's authentic self. Instead of letting his different appearance confine his life, a devoted teacher turned the harsh marks on his body into a powerful lesson about resilience. Since the age of 9, Tony Perkins, a teacher in St. Louis, has lived with a severe form of keloid scarring that affected both his face and body. This long-lasting condition brought countless physical and emotional challenges. Yet rather than hiding from society's gaze, he stepped confidently into the classroom and dedicated himself fully to working with young people. The sincerity of his students, who valued his kind heart over any judgment of appearance, became a powerful source of strength, helping him overcome feelings of insecurity. With an optimistic mindset, Tony transformed his personal struggle into inspiration, showing his students that no limitation is truly unbreakable. After years of advanced medical treatment and persistence, he was able to significantly improve his condition and regain a deeper sense of confidence. Tony's life stands as a remarkable reminder that true beauty is not defined by physical perfection, but shines brightest through a courageous spirit and a heart devoted to others. The journey of young Kingsley Culvin from Queensland, Australia, is a deeply moving story of family love and courage in the face of serious medical challenges. From birth, Kingsley had a dark red port wine birthmark covering half of his face, a defining sign of Sturge-Weber syndrome. This is an extremely rare congenital neurological condition that can be associated with complications such as seizures, glaucoma, and developmental difficulties. To protect their child's future, his parents made the incredibly difficult decision to proceed with early laser treatment to reduce the affected blood vessels when Kingsley was just 5 months old. Their journey was not easy, as they also faced misunderstanding and harsh judgment from parts of the online community. However, with unwavering parental love and determination, they chose to rise above these challenges, turning Kingsley's story into a source of awareness and inspiration for others. Thanks to timely medical care, his seizures gradually came under control, opening the door to a more stable and hopeful life ahead. Kingsley's resilience, along with his family's relentless efforts, stands as a powerful testament to unconditional love, showing how it can help overcome adversity and break through societal misconceptions. Do you believe family love can overcome any adversity like in this story? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread more inspiring stories. Lola Terasittita stands as a powerful example of extraordinary resilience, having lived with a 2.7-kilogram facial tumor for 17 years. Despite enduring significant pain and many daily challenges, she maintained a positive outlook until she was successfully treated through surgery. Her story teaches us the strength of hope and the importance of perseverance in the face of adversity. Loren Drees, a resilient young man from Belgium, has written a deeply moving story of survival and determination. At the age of 25, when his life was full of energy and ambition, he was unexpectedly diagnosed with a large tumor in his right jaw. To preserve his future and continue his life, he had to undergo an extremely complex surgery to remove the affected part of his jaw and reconstruct it using bone taken from his left leg. The intense treatment process brought multiple complications, leaving him in a wheelchair and requiring 2 full years of recovery. Just as it seemed the worst had passed, life tested his resilience once again when he faced a second serious medical condition related to his blood. The demanding treatments not only drained his strength, but also affected the reconstructed jaw, making it necessary for him to undergo another highly complex muscle graft surgery. Facing life-threatening moments twice and enduring lasting physical challenges could have overwhelmed anyone. But for Lorenz, they became the foundation for a powerful comeback. Refusing to give in to adversity, he chose to rebuild his life, moving to Barcelona and beginning a new journey as a content creator. Under the name Wounded Viking on YouTube, Lorenz openly shares the unseen side of his battle with serious illness, along with stoic life lessons and his path toward finding inner peace. From a patient marked by hardship, he rose with pride to become a dedicated life coach, using his own pain as a source of light, igniting hope and offering strength to millions of people around the world who are striving to overcome their own challenges. Razia Beum, a woman from Bangladesh, has gone through a life filled with challenges after being diagnosed with elephantiasis, lymphatic filariasis. This is a parasitic infection that causes blockage of the lymphatic system, leading to severe swelling of the limbs and significant difficulties in mobility and daily activities. Her condition began 18 years ago, shortly after she gave birth to her second daughter, and has since progressively worsened to an alarming degree. Due to her health condition, Razia is now bedridden and completely dependent on her family for daily care. She is unable to work, move independently, or assist with household tasks. Instead of giving in to physical limitations and the hardships of life, Razia has received active medical support to help manage her condition. Her journey is not only a battle with illness, but also a profound lesson in perseverance and the importance of hope. Her story serves as a reminder to the community about raising awareness of disease prevention and showing compassion toward those suffering from serious illnesses. The life journey of Devin Mlan, a resilient young man from Montana, USA, is a deeply inspiring story of determination and the extraordinary strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. From birth, Devin has lived with Arthrogryposis Multiplex Congenita, AMC, a rare congenital condition that causes joint contractures and muscle stiffness, leaving him with very limited use of his arms. For many, this might seem like an insurmountable obstacle, but for Devin, and with the unwavering support of his devoted mother, physical limitations were never the end of the road. From a very young age, he developed an incredible skill, using his feet with remarkable dexterity as a full substitute for his hands. With strong core strength and agile feet, Devin is able to perform daily activities independently, from writing and drawing to eating, cooking, and even cracking eggs with impressive precision. Refusing to let his circumstances define him, Devin amazed those around him when he chose to join the wrestling team at Stevensville High School. Through courage, relentless training, and smart strategies built around the strength of his legs, he not only competed confidently on the mat, but also became a powerful source of inspiration for both teammates and opponents. Beyond wrestling, Devin has also developed a passion for activities that require focus and precision, such as archery and indoor rock climbing. At the same time, he nurtures a strong dream of becoming a talented architect in the future. Alongside his family, he actively participates in community initiatives, advocating for the rights of people in similar situations and spreading optimism and a love for life. Devin Mlan's remarkable journey is a powerful reminder that with enough determination and desire, no obstacle can prevent us from moving forward and creating a meaningful life defined by our own strength and identity. Do you believe determination can overcome all limits like Devin Mlan did? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. A seemingly minor gym injury permanently changed the course of Gabriel McKenna's life, setting him on an extraordinary path of resilience and renewal. In 2020, while deeply passionate about bodybuilding, he suddenly developed a severe infection following a weightlifting session, one that posed a critical threat to his life. After 10 days in a deep coma and 11 major surgeries, Gabriel awoke to a harsh new reality: the loss of his dominant right arm. Yet this life-altering moment did not extinguish his determination. As soon as he began to recover, Gabriel chose to rise again, this time by redirecting his passion toward track cycling. Facing the immense challenge of maintaining balance with only one arm and mastering an entirely new skill, he committed himself to relentless training, pushing beyond every perceived limitation. From standing on the edge of life's greatest trial, he has risen to compete proudly in national-level races. Today, as a dedicated athlete, Gabriel is channeling all his energy toward the Paralympic stage, inspiring others with a powerful message about resilience, courage, and the limitless potential of the human spirit. Chris Cook was born into an extraordinary challenge, without both arms and legs. Yet instead of accepting a life limited by wheelchairs or relying on restrictive prosthetics, he chose a skateboard as his way to move through the world. This unconventional choice not only reflects his strong individuality, but also serves as a powerful statement of freedom, proving that human limits are not defined by physical form, but by how we choose to adapt to the world around us. Don't let appearances fool you. Chris is a bona fide farmer with an incredible capacity for labor. He independently operates massive agricultural machinery and maneuvers heavy equipment across fields with mastery, requiring no special assistance. The sight of a man without limbs mastering complex mechanical gear serves as the ultimate testament to the power of persistence and a problem-solving mindset that transcends all standard physical barriers. Today, Chris Cook is a globally renowned inspirational speaker with a soul-stirring message. If I can do it, you can too. His life is a profound lesson in gratitude and a positive attitude, turning congenital disabilities into a lever for extraordinary achievement. He doesn't just plant seeds in the soil, he plants hope in the hearts of millions, reminding us all that the greatest obstacles are found in our will, not our circumstances. The journey of Mila Leuskovski, a resilient little girl from Alberta, Canada, is a deeply moving story about the strength of family love and the kindness of a supportive community. Born in late 2023, Mila was diagnosed with an extremely rare vascular condition affecting her face, known medically as CMAVM. This unique condition not only caused noticeable swelling on her tiny face, but also presented ongoing health challenges that required continuous and specialized medical care. Despite spending her first month in intensive care and undergoing numerous detailed examinations, treatment options available locally were not able to guarantee the highest level of safety for her. Refusing to give up, her parents searched tirelessly for better solutions, eventually connecting with a leading medical specialist in Italy to develop a more suitable and innovative treatment plan. Thanks to an incredibly powerful community fundraising campaign, the Leuskovski family received overwhelming support, both emotional and financial, from kind-hearted people across borders. This immense support not only helped them stay strong throughout their challenging medical journey, but also reignited a bright sense of hope for the future. Though still very young, Mila's resilience, along with her family's boundless love, stands as a powerful testament to the will to live, spreading a warm message of unity, compassion, and the strength to rise above adversity. The journey of Julio from Para de Minas, Brazil, is a beautiful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Living with neurofibromatosis type 1, a condition that caused large growths to cover much of his face, he was left behind at just 9 months old due to a difficult medical outlook. Despite this, the devoted love of his adoptive mother, Maria, gave him the care and support he needed to grow up strong. In the face of significant physical challenges, Julio has never blamed his circumstances. He continues to carry a bright, optimistic spirit, embracing life with a smile while holding on to hope for future medical treatments. His story stands as a powerful reminder of the strength of compassion and the courage to rise above adversity. Instead of letting adversity define his destiny, British performer Mattie Oxley has used his smile to shape a vibrant and meaningful life. From birth, he has lived with Vater syndrome, a rare congenital condition that brought various physical challenges, including spinal curvature, the absence of one kidney, and distinctive hand features. Growing up with visible differences, Mattie never allowed them to stand in the way of his passions. He boldly transformed what set him apart into a unique strength on stage as a stand-up comedian. Through a positive lens, Mattie confidently shares his life story, breaking down stereotypes and challenging narrow perceptions. His artistic journey not only brings laughter to audiences, but also delivers a powerful message, celebrating self-confidence and the pursuit of a full, authentic life. Rising beyond even the most discouraging medical predictions, Dean Clifford, a resilient man from Australia, has redrawn the map of his destiny with unbreakable determination, turning his life into one of the most powerful stories of perseverance. Born in 1979, Dean was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition known as Epidermolysis Bullosa, EB, which makes his skin extremely fragile, sensitive, and vulnerable to even the slightest physical impact. At the time, medical experts gave a very difficult outlook, suggesting he might not live past early childhood. The challenges intensified when, at the age of 10, he was told he would likely never walk again and would face significant barriers to living an independent life. Yet instead of surrendering to these predictions, Dean chose to take control of his future with extraordinary resolve and inner strength. Despite spending hours each day carefully tending to his body and changing protective dressings to maintain his health, nothing could extinguish the intense passion burning within him. Contrary to what many might expect, this resilient man did more than simply endure. He pushed himself to grow stronger by taking up weight training at the gym. What might seem like a high-risk activity instead became a source of empowerment, helping him build core strength and create a more stable physical foundation to support and protect his body. From those hard-earned experiences, Dean Clifford rose to become an exceptional motivational speaker, traveling across Australia and beyond to share his powerful story. More than just an inspiring voice, he has also dedicated himself as an ambassador for organizations supporting people with disabilities. advocating for equal employment opportunities and raising meaningful awareness within communities. Thanks to his tireless dedication and contributions, Dean was honored with a place in the Australian Hall of Fame. His extraordinary life stands as a powerful testament to the idea that even the most difficult challenges can be transformed into a force for good. With courage at its core, his journey proves that anyone can rise above life's obstacles and create a meaningful, lasting legacy for the world. Do you believe adversity can become a stepping stone like in Dean Clifford's story? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe to discover more extraordinary journeys. Anthony Barizia, an Italian student, is an inspiring example of confidence and self-acceptance. Born with the rare condition ichthyosis, which causes extremely dry and sensitive skin, he has faced many visible challenges. Yet Anthony has never allowed those obstacles to define him. Through the warmth of friendships in Trieste, he learned to embrace and value his own uniqueness. With courage and determination, the young man transformed adversity into motivation, proving that true beauty shines brightest from a strong and resilient heart. The scars on a person's body are not always marks of pain. They can also be proud symbols of love and an unbreakable will to live. For Kenny Matthews, a bright young man from Los Angeles, USA, every scar he carries is a priceless legacy, one that came at the ultimate sacrifice of his beloved grandfather. The life-changing moment happened when Kenny was just 3 years old, as a sudden fire broke out and engulfed the family home. In that critical moment, his grandfather acted without hesitation, rushing into the flames, holding the little boy tightly and carrying him to safety. A miracle allowed Kenny to survive, but the cost was immense. His heroic grandfather did not make it, and the young boy's body was left with severe burns covering up to 85% of his skin. The years that followed were filled with countless complex skin graft surgeries and an incredibly demanding rehabilitation process. He had to wear specialized medical compression garments tightly fitted to his body for an entire year to support healing, a constant challenge that was both physically uncomfortable and emotionally exhausting. Growing up with a different appearance, Kenny often faced curious stares and had to navigate deeply challenging emotional moments. However, instead of being weighed down by self-doubt or resentment, he chose to completely reshape his perspective, seeing his scars not as burdens, but as powerful symbols of survival and strength. Embracing the power of social media, Kenny stepped confidently into the spotlight, becoming an inspiring content creator with a following of millions, using his voice to uplift and empower others. He regularly shares authentic moments from his daily life, confidently challenging rigid beauty standards and proudly reinforcing a powerful message. True beauty does not lie in a flawless appearance, but shines from a kind heart and a radiant spirit. Through his remarkable journey of resilience and renewal, Kenny Matthews has inspired countless people, encouraging them to embrace themselves and move forward with confidence to build a meaningful and fulfilling life. Shaun Ross is not just a male model. He is an icon of a proud racial revolution on prestigious international runways. As the first male model with albinism to venture into the cutthroat fashion industry, he has directly shattered the archaic prejudices deeply rooted in the human mind. His presence serves as a declaration of war against outdated standards, affirming that true beauty knows no limits and that difference is an invaluable gift bestowed by creation upon every individual. Instead of allowing a lack of pigment to become a barrier, Shaun Ross transformed it into a language of ultimate elegance and luxury. He skillfully converted curious stares into admiration, reshaping the aesthetic mindset of the planet's leading fashion houses. Every step he takes carries a message. Uniqueness is not something to be hidden, but rather a grand launchpad to elevate personal value to new heights, where the distinct self is celebrated as a powerful new standard. Shaun Ross's journey is a fierce flame of inspiration for those who feel lost because of their own differences. He proves that life's resilience can turn a defect into a sharp weapon to conquer the highest peaks. Do not let the crowd define your limits. Be as courageous as Shaun Ross. Cherish your unique self and force humanity to change its perspective to respect your individual value. When you dare to be yourself, the world is forced to bow in admiration. And now, as the journey of these 20 extraordinary individuals comes to an end, the real question is no longer who is the most unique, but rather, how has this changed the way you see yourself? In a world full of differences, does normal even exist? Or is it simply a limit we've created for ourselves? If any story in this video touched you, leave a comment below. I'd love to know who inspired you the most. And if you found this video meaningful, don't forget to hit like, share it to spread these positive stories, and subscribe to the channel to join me on future journeys, where we continue exploring people who leave the world in awe. There are children who aren't just born to grow up normally. They are born to make the world ask, what is really going on here? Even their own parents were once left in disbelief, witnessing abilities, traits, and behaviors that go far beyond what anyone expected. These are no longer just cute stories. They are living mysteries that leave people stunned. In this video, you will uncover kids so extraordinary that they completely redefine what normal even means. Each story delivers a surprising emotional impact, keeping viewers both curious and deeply engaged from start to finish. If you want to discover what makes these children so unbelievably unique, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for even more shocking stories ahead. Tucker Griggs is a resilient gamer from the United States who has turned adversity into an extraordinary launchpad to succeed in the world of esports. Born with arthrogryposis, a congenital condition that significantly limits the movement of his arms, he has never allowed it to stand in the way of his passion. With remarkable determination, Tucker trained himself to use his feet for daily activities and to control games with impressive skill. His persistence has paid off, placing him among the top percentage of players worldwide in the game Overwatch. Known online as Frags by the Foot, Tucker has become a talented streamer and a powerful source of inspiration across social media. His incredible journey proves a powerful truth. No physical limitation can extinguish the drive to reach greatness and achieve one's dreams. Stage lights and cameras have always favored standardized forms of beauty, but the appearance of Lauren Potter truly created a sweet revolution on American television. Born with Down syndrome, Lauren had to face developmental milestones that came later than those of her peers, along with many hesitant looks from society. However, with an innate sense of optimism and the wonderful support of her family, the young girl never allowed her medical condition to define her limits. Lauren's passion for the arts blossomed at a very young age, inspiring her to take dance and acting classes with remarkable seriousness. The most rewarding result of her persistent efforts was the iconic role of Becky Jackson in the hit musical television series Glee. Far from being a minor background character, Becky, through Loren's outstanding performance, became a bold and spirited cheerleading captain, completely breaking down rigid stereotypes about individuals with special needs. Global audiences did not see a fragile character. Instead, they were completely captivated by a charming, quick-witted, and confident young actress. The breakthrough success of Glee elevated Lauren Potter into a pop culture icon, while also opening up countless equal career opportunities for actors with similar conditions. Beyond being a bright entertainment star, she also made full use of her influence to become a tireless social advocate. Loren actively leads various campaigns promoting kindness, protecting vulnerable individuals, and advocating for full inclusion. Her outstanding contributions earned her the great honor of being appointed by former President Barack Obama to the White House Committee on People with Intellectual Disabilities. To this day, Loren Potter's proud journey in both the arts and social activism continues, standing as a powerful testament that true talent will always shine brightly when people are given opportunities and are courageous enough to pursue their passions. The life journey of Caleb Swanepoel, a resilient young man from South Africa, is one of the most deeply inspiring stories of courage, resilience, and a powerful love for life. In the summer of 2015, while enjoying a holiday and surfing with his brothers at Buffalo's Bay, a devastating incident occurred that completely altered the course of his future. In an unexpected shark encounter, Caleb suffered severe injuries and permanently lost his right leg above the knee. Thanks to the extraordinary bravery of his brother, who immediately rushed into the water to rescue him, along with urgent medical assistance provided on the beach, his life was narrowly saved from the brink of death. For someone passionate about sports and pursuing a path in the arts, this immense loss could have felt like a devastating ending. However, rather than sinking into fear or resentment toward the ocean, Caleb chose to face his fate with an unbreakable spirit. With the incredible support of his family, he bravely entered a difficult rehabilitation process, learning how to rebuild balance in his life and heal from psychological trauma. Refusing to let adversity imprison his passion, the courageous young man made the determined decision to return to the vast ocean, training tirelessly to rise as an outstanding adaptive surfing athlete, representing his country in prestigious international competitions. Alongside his remarkable progress in sports, Caleb also continued to pursue his burning artistic dreams. He successfully graduated with a degree in theater from the University of Cape Town and confidently stepped into the spotlight as a talented actor on screen. Today, he is not only a symbol of survival, but also an exceptional motivational speaker, traveling widely to share a powerful message about facing sudden change and overcoming fear. The remarkable story of Caleb Swanepoel stands as a powerful testament to the truth that human beings possess limitless inner strength to break through all boundaries, turning even the greatest obstacles into stepping stones to confidently build a vibrant and fulfilling life. There are ambitions so powerful that they can bend even the most unshakable barriers, and the story of Ricardo Bonitez stands as a vivid testament to that truth. Born with a rare congenital condition known as bilateral femur hypoplasia, which left him without both thigh bones, Ricardo was early confronted with a deeply pessimistic medical prediction that he would remain bound to a wheelchair for life. Yet despite immense physical challenges and a height of under 1.3 meters, the passionate flame for American football within this young American never faded. Instead of accepting fate's limitations, Ricardo relentlessly trained, building his strength to compensate for his condition. He eventually stepped onto the high school football field with determination and ultimately earned a valued position on the prestigious Baylor University football roster. Not only does he proudly shine on the field, but he also builds endurance to conquer some of the most challenging marathon courses. The resilient young man always chooses to spread an incredible sense of optimism, guided by his powerful life philosophy. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Through his talent and an unbreakable spirit that never backs down, Ricardo Bonitez has shattered rigid stereotypes, becoming a guiding light of hope and a strong source of inspiration, encouraging the community to confidently pursue their passions. What do you think is the real limit of a person, the body or their mindset? Don't forget to like and subscribe to discover more inspiring stories like Ricardo Bonitez. The journey of a young Brazilian boy, Joseé Wesley, is a deeply moving story of resilience and the sacred bond between mother and child. Born in 2015, Joseé was diagnosed with microcephaly, a rare medical condition that brought significant developmental challenges from the very beginning of his life. During his early months, when constant distress seemed to overwhelm the family, his devoted mother Solange discovered a gentle method of placing him in a small water bucket filled with warm water to help soothe and calm him. This simple yet powerful image of the child resting peacefully quickly spread, turning Joseé into a global symbol of fragile yet powerful hope. Despite the early discouraging predictions, the family's tireless care and dedicated therapies began to create remarkable progress. Rather than being defined by limitations, Joseé gradually showed meaningful improvements, holding his head steadily, smiling with growing confidence, and stepping into early educational environments. His journey Life sometimes tests the limits of human existence from the very first breath, placing a fragile new life into the world without its most basic protective layer. This is the harsh yet remarkable beginning of a young boy. However, Jabari's journey became a radiant epic of resilience and boundless love. Under the unwavering protection of his parents, who never once stepped back, and the tireless dedication of leading specialists at Texas Children's Hospital, a groundbreaking treatment plan was launched to restore even the faintest hope. Instead of relying on traditional methods, doctors opted for one of the most advanced techniques available: lab-cultured epidermal grafting, carefully developed to regenerate and safely cover the sensitive areas of the child's body. Each passing day in intensive care required immense patience from loved ones and tested the extraordinary endurance of a fragile body. Yet Jabari continually demonstrated an astonishing will to survive. The newly cultivated skin gradually integrated, gently embracing his small frame and giving him the extraordinary chance to experience, for the first time in his life, the warmth of his mother's embrace without pain or discomfort. After more than a year of highly complex treatments and continuous medical monitoring around the clock, the moment Jabari was finally discharged from the hospital marked not only a major milestone in modern medicine, but also a powerful testament to the enduring strength of hope. His remarkable journey is a profound reminder that no matter how severe adversity may be, the combined force of unwavering family belief and the ever-advancing limits of science can make the extraordinary possible. Every breath, every heartbeat, and Jabari's radiant presence today will forever remain a powerful source of inspiration for millions of hearts around the world, spreading a profound message of resilience in rising beyond all darkness. His life stands as a strong affirmation that every human being, regardless of any condition or limitation they are born with, carries within an infinite inner strength to proudly continue writing the most radiant and meaningful story of their own existence. Beginning life with an invisible barrier across his own face, Austin Halls has proven that the ability to express emotion is not defined solely by physical features, but rises from the rhythm of a resilient heart. The young man from New Jersey was born with Mobius syndrome, an extremely rare medical condition that causes congenital facial paralysis. Throughout his childhood, Austin's world was confined by the stillness of his facial muscles. He could not smile, could not move his eyes sideways, and faced immense difficulty even in closing his mouth or pronouncing the most basic sounds. That silence brought countless misunderstandings and major barriers in social communication. But instead of retreating into the shadows of self-doubt, he chose to courageously fight for his own smile. From the age of 10 to 18, Austin patiently underwent 4 complex medical procedures aimed at reconstructing his facial muscle structure. These extraordinary efforts not only allowed him to smile for the very first time, but also opened the door to a long journey of relearning each signal of communication and consciously expressing emotions. Recognizing that music could serve as a powerful form of healing when facial expression was still limited, Austin transformed musical notes into a voice that represented his inner self. Breaking through boundaries and expectations, he steadily grew into a talented musician, life coach, and a source of inspiration for the Mobius syndrome community, as well as individuals living with physical differences. Rather than allowing barriers to hold him back, he turned them into a symphony of pride, delivering a message that human value shines brightest when people dare to live authentically as themselves. Beginning life with skin so fragile that even the lightest touch could cause deep injury, Jeremiah Marshall turned his existence into a radiant epic of resilience. The young man from California was born with the extremely rare condition Epidermolysis Bullosa, EB. Throughout his childhood, he not only faced countless physical barriers, but also endured social isolation, which led him to pursue home-based education. However, the darkness of self-consciousness and the harshest medical limitations, including complications that led to surgical removal of part of his body, could not extinguish the flame of hope within him. Instead of surrendering to fate, Jeremiah chose to face the world with remarkable optimism. He dedicated himself to disciplined practice and eventually grew into a breathing practice instructor, compassionately using empathy and love to help heal the psychological wounds of others. His extraordinary journey powerfully demonstrates that true strength does not lie in a flawless exterior, but shines brightest through an unbreakable will and a heart devoted to life and service. Does true strength come from appearance or from within? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Born with a congenital condition resulting in the complete absence of both hands, Noah Howard transformed adversity into extraordinary motivation to live an independent and proud life. A university student in New York, He refused to let his difference prevent him from embracing the vibrant experiences of youth or integrating into his community. Instead, Noah diligently trained his feet to become remarkably dexterous, enabling him to handle all daily activities independently, from using a phone and studying to eating. Noah's journey of growth is a beautiful story about overcoming insecurity and boldly embracing one's true identity. From the very beginning in a new environment, he faced hesitant looks and invisible barriers from those around him. However, with radiant confidence and an unshakable optimistic spirit, Noah gradually broke through these initial boundaries, proving that physical differences do not define a person's worth or potential. Over time, Noah not only adapted, but also began to shine in his own unique way, becoming a living example of resilience and self-belief. His life carries a powerful message for the community, that determination, combined with the ability to adapt to challenges, is the true key to unlocking freedom and living a meaningful, fulfilled life. Charlie Crenshaw, an 8-month-old baby, quickly became a powerful source of inspiration on social media thanks to her clear blue eyes and a striking red birthmark on her face. Born with a capillary hemangioma that created a distinctive mark on the right side of her cheek, her early life was often met with curious stares, inappropriate questions, and even pity from strangers hoping the mark would eventually fade. However, instead of hiding her daughter's face behind filtered angles or allowing her to be shaped by strict beauty standards, her mother, Katie Crenshaw, chose a very different path. She boldly decided to share her daughter's joyful, everyday moments online with a powerful message. The birthmark is not a flaw to be pitied or erased, but a beautiful feature that makes Charlie unique. By firmly rejecting unnecessary pity from others and confidently affirming her daughter's healthy condition, the mother-daughter pair sparked a global wave of meaningful conversations about respect for diversity. Their journey growing up in this light is not only a testament to a child's natural innocence free from prejudice, but also a valuable lesson about a mother's unconditional love serving as a shield against societal pressure. Charlie's ever-present, carefree smile has gently broken down all barriers, serving as a powerful reminder that every life deserves to be fully loved and to shine with confidence in the natural form granted by nature, without the need for concealment or compromise. Sometimes miracles do not appear in the form of physical wholeness, but shine brightest when ignited by the indestructible vitality of a small soul that refuses to surrender to adversity. The extraordinary journey of resilience of Charlotte Knott, a young girl from England, is the most vivid proof of this truth. Beginning life as brightly as any healthy child, everything changed in December 2010. When at just 3 years old, Charlotte suddenly developed a severe case of meningitis, accompanied by a life-threatening infection. To save the life of the critically ill child, doctors were forced to make a heartbreaking medical decision to amputate the lower parts of all 4 limbs. This immense physical loss seemed as though it would permanently take away her carefree childhood and leave her entirely dependent on others. Yet Charlotte defied adversity with an extraordinary resilience that went far beyond what adults could imagine. She patiently learned to adapt to prosthetic limbs, bravely endured pain to take her first steps, and gradually regained the freedom to run and play joyfully alongside her peers. Refusing to let her disability hold her back, Charlotte continually challenged her own limits, developing remarkable dexterity to draw and write independently with excellence in the classroom. She confidently learned to ride a specially adapted tricycle and even enjoyed video games through customized assistive devices designed for her needs. Her journey of growing up was not only a series of persistent efforts toward impressive independence in daily life, but also a powerful expansion into the wider world, where she boldly experienced swimming with dolphins and built meaningful connections that helped inspire and motivate others in similar circumstances. Charlotte's radiant optimism and her proud embrace of her authentic self have gently broken down even the most rigid stereotypes about physical limitations, powerfully affirming that the desire to live fully and a brave, steadfast heart are the ultimate keys to creating a future filled with light and happiness. Jordan Walker is a young girl from Missouri, USA, who faced a mysterious medical condition and showed remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Before 2017, Jordan was a healthy 15-year-old teenager, full of ambition and deeply passionate about archery, photography, and journalism. However, after a family trip, she suddenly developed an unexplained illness that caused severe swelling throughout her body, resulting in the complete loss of her sense of smell and taste. Despite the devoted efforts of medical specialists and a series of extensive tests, doctors were still unable to find a clear explanation for her condition. Just when it seemed the worst had passed, the illness returned more aggressively at the end of 2018, placing severe pressure on her optic nerves and permanently taking away her sight. Losing her vision at such a vibrant stage of youth was an overwhelming shock. However, instead of breaking down under this cruel twist of fate, Jordan moved many people deeply with her incredible optimism and astonishing resilience. She bravely stated that illness would never be able to stop her future or extinguish her dreams. With unbreakable determination, Jordan continued to rise, learning to adapt to a new life in darkness and becoming a shining symbol of inner strength, inspiring countless people who are struggling with severe hardships in their own lives. What do you think about Jordan's strong will to overcome darkness and continue pursuing her dreams? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this. Esther Jimenez, a resilient woman from the Dominican Republic, has written a deeply inspiring story of rising above adversity. At the age of 27, her life took a dramatic turn after a chemical attack that left severe damage to her face. Her recovery journey was extremely difficult, as Esther underwent more than 20 reconstructive surgeries and faced countless physical and psychological challenges. It might have seemed that these overwhelming hardships would break her spirit, but she courageously chose to face reality head-on. Overcoming feelings of shame and self-consciousness, Esther decided to share authentic photos of herself on social media. This powerful act not only helped her release the burden of insecurity, but also unexpectedly became a beacon of hope, spreading positive energy to millions of people. From someone who once suffered deep trauma, she has risen to become a passionate social activist, actively fighting for the rights and voices of people in similar situations. Esther Jimenez's remarkable journey proudly affirms that true strength and beauty shine brightest when we dare to step into the light, transforming life's scars into priceless motivation to create meaningful values for the community. The cry of a newborn child is always accompanied by pure joy. But for Brazilian boy Misael Abrau, the bright early years of life were quickly challenged by an invisible biological switch within his body that never seemed to turn off. Born healthy and with a normal birth weight, Misael's life soon took a difficult turn when he was diagnosed with Prader-Willi syndrome, an extremely rare genetic disorder that disrupts the brain's signals of satiety. This severe condition leaves him in a constant state of overwhelming hunger and unable to control the rapid gain of body weight, turning even the most basic daily activities into a real struggle for survival. By the age of 5, his weight had already far exceeded safe limits for a child his age, bringing serious barriers to independent movement and dangerous sleep apnea episodes that threatened his life every night. Yet behind that imposing physical appearance lies a deeply innocent and lovable childlike spirit, supported by a steadfast family that has never accepted surrendering to fate. His parents have devoted all their resources to standing by their son throughout a difficult medical journey, from establishing the strictest nutritional control regimen and maintaining round-the-clock medical monitoring, to continuously seeking out leading specialists in hopes of finding effective treatment options. Despite facing an uncertain future and physical limitations that could break anyone's spirit, Misael's innocent, radiant smile continues to shine, becoming a guiding light that helps his family hold on to hope and move forward. His difficult yet love-filled journey of growing up is not merely a rare medical case, but a powerful epic of family unity, standing as a strong testament that unwavering support can create the strongest shield to protect a life against even the harshest trials of nature. After all these unbelievable stories, one thing becomes very clear. The world is full of surprises far beyond what we can imagine. These extraordinary children didn't just amaze their parents, they forced all of us to rethink what limits really mean. If these stories made you curious, emotional, or eager to discover even more unusual human experiences, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And stay tuned for the next video, because what comes next might surprise you even more than everything you've just seen. Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In today's video, we will explore people so unusual that you will find yourself asking, do they really exist? If you enjoy shocking but completely real stories like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing content in the future. Have we ever wondered if a stormy beginning can stop someone from reaching freedom? The story of the Colombian girl, Lady Ardila, is a beautiful film that provides an inspiring answer. Lady's childhood was met with harsh challenges when she was diagnosed with a rare condition called osteodystrophy after undergoing heart surgery shortly after birth. This condition caused fibrous tissue to abnormally replace her real bone structure, significantly altering her appearance. At one point, doctors predicted sorrowfully that she would never be able to walk, face the risk of losing one of her legs, and barely make it to her 12th birthday. However, fate bowed down to Lady's fierce will to live. With relentless determination, she not only learned to walk on her own 2 feet, but also triumphed over the fragile boundary between life and death to grow and thrive. Now, as a talented graphic designer, Lady courageously steps into the spotlight on social media, turning her story into a beacon of self-love. Lady Ardila's journey of turning the odds around is a brilliant testament that when we embrace our differences, we can proudly create a life that is meaningful and complete. Rowdy Burton is a man from Alabama, USA, who has become a symbol of independence and extraordinary resilience in the face of congenital spinal degeneration syndrome, sacral agenesis. This rare condition caused the lower part of Rowdy's body to fail to develop normally, leading him to undergo surgery to amputate both of his legs at a young age in order to ensure his health and mobility. Rowdy's life journey is a testament to not allowing physical disabilities to define oneself. Instead of relying on a wheelchair or prosthetics like many others in similar situations, Rowdy chose a courageous path, learning to move entirely with his hands. He can walk, climb, and perform daily activities with agility and strength. He even uses a skateboard as his primary mode of transportation, allowing him to experience freedom and speed like anyone else. Rowdy's independence doesn't stop with movement. He learned to drive a specially designed car with hand controls, enabling him to go to work and participate in social activities without assistance. Rowdy has shared that he doesn't see himself as disabled, but rather as someone with a different way of moving. His positive attitude and sense of humor have helped him overcome the curious stares of strangers and earn the respect of his community. Rowdy's journey has garnered international media attention, and documentary filmmakers have taken interest in his story. He doesn't hesitate to share both his challenges and his achievements to inspire others facing adversity. Rowdy proves that the biggest barrier isn't in the body, but in the mind. If we dare to accept ourselves and keep striving, we can create a life full of meaning and happiness. Rowdy Burton's life is a powerful message of perseverance and self-respect. He has turned what the world considers a disadvantage into a unique lifestyle, reminding us that every person has the latent strength to overcome what seem like impossible limits. Do you dare to accept yourself and overcome all limits to live a happy life? Hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments now. Lola Grace Hartley is a little girl from Kansas, USA, who, along with her family, has written a touching journey about love, perseverance, and facing rare medical challenges. Lola's story is not just a medical record, it is a testament to the power of hope and optimism in the most challenging circumstances. From the moment she was born, Lola was diagnosed with congenital microcephaly, a condition that prevents the brain from developing fully, leading to a smaller than usual head size and restricted growth in height. At the time, doctors gave a cautious prognosis, believing that Lola might not survive past her early years or would face severe limitations in both cognitive and physical development. However, With the devoted care of her parents, Scott and Gwen Hartley, Lola overcame every barrier to grow up surrounded by love and support. Her journey became even more remarkable with her older sister Claire, who was also diagnosed with the same condition. Rather than giving in to despair, the Hartley family chose to face adversity with an extraordinary positive attitude. They turned their home into a nurturing environment filled with music, light, and love to stimulate the senses of both girls. Despite having difficulty communicating with language or walking, Lola expressed her feelings through her eyes, smile, and subtle reactions to the world around her. The Hartley family decided to share Lola and Claire's journey through social media platforms and a personal blog called Hartley Hooligans. Their goal was not to seek pity, but to raise awareness about microcephaly and inspire other families in similar situations. They wanted to prove that every life, no matter how fragile or different, holds its own unique value and beauty. Lola Grace Hartley's 13 years on this earth, though short, shone brightly like a star. Though Lola gently closed her eyes in 2019 to reunite with her beloved sister in a peaceful world, her story remains an eternal spiritual legacy. Lola's presence in this world taught us profound lessons in empathy and patience. While her journey may have been shorter than most, every day she lived was a priceless gift, reminding the community to cherish every peaceful moment with loved ones. Can a degenerative muscle disease that takes away the ability to walk from a young age extinguish the desire to contribute to the community? To answer this, let's explore the life journey of Sebian Holiday, a resilient teenager from Colorado, USA. Born in 2001 with muscular myopathy, muscle dystrophy, Sebian was permanently bound to a wheelchair and was medically predicted to barely survive past the age of 9. Teresa Widener is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Standing at just 1.12 meters tall, Kenny Baker proved that a person's stature is not measured in inches, but by the mark they leave on the world. He was the one who breathed life into R2-D2, the most iconic robot in Star Wars film history. Sitting inside the cramped and sweltering metal shell, Kenny used subtle movements to create personality, intelligence, and loyalty for a voiceless character, making millions of audiences fall in love. Kenny's career was far from easy. He started out in circuses and nightclubs, where differences in appearance were often made the subject of ridicule. But with self-respect and innate talent, he rose to become a true actor. Kenny never complained about his height. He saw it as a unique advantage that allowed him to take on roles no one else could. He lived a full life, filled with laughter and extraordinary adventures. When Kenny passed away, the entire Star Wars galaxy bowed to bid farewell to the artist with unwavering optimism and professionalism. Kenny Baker is an inspiration to anyone who feels small, proving that passion can make you a giant in the eyes of others and in the history of art. What impresses you most about Kenny's journey? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread more meaningful stories. Born and raised in Nigeria, Shalom Nchom's life took a cruel turn when a horrific boiling oil accident at the age of 9 claimed her hair and left permanent scars across her face. For a long period of her childhood, Shalom lived in the dark shadows of stigma and malicious mockery from those around her, leading her to seek out makeup as a survival mask to conceal both her physical and emotional agony. Every thick layer of foundation back then was not just a way to evade the world's curious stares, but a barrier separating her from her true self, turning cosmetics into a fortress of defense that was as sturdy as it was lonely and fearful. However, a monumental turning point arrived when Shalom decided to shed every layer of that mask on her YouTube channel, courageously revealing her scarred face to millions of viewers worldwide. This explosive act was not only a liberation for herself, but also transformed Shalom Black into a powerful icon of inspiration, teaching us that a person's true worth lies not in smooth skin, but in the grit to face adversity head-on. Now, with millions of followers, she doesn't just teach beauty techniques. She broadcasts a message of self-esteem, asserting that scars are the most radiant chapters in the memoir of a woman's proud and defiant rebirth, proving she will never surrender to fate. Natalia defies the mysterious multicentric osteolysis syndrome, where her once solid skeleton gradually fades like mist, yet her will only grows sharper than steel. Although every movement is a grueling negotiation for survival, she resolutely asserts her personal identity beyond the dissolution of her physical form. This is a powerful testament to an extraordinary desire to live, reminding us of the infinite strength of the soul. Please share your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe to the channel to support these inspiring stories. For over 2 decades, while the world was obsessed with fleeting trends, John Waweru chose a quiet and grueling journey, nurturing the longest fingernails in Africa. With these thorns stretching over 30 centimeters, every movement and daily task for this Kenyan man is a puzzle of extreme skill and patience. This is not just a strange record, it is a testament to the power of consistency, where a small act, maintained over 25 years, becomes a symbol of unshakable steadfastness. Imagine giving up the most basic conveniences of your hands just to protect a single personal ideal. For John Waweru, long nails are not a burden, but a medal of pride and extraordinary resilience in the face of social whispers. His story reminds us that the pinnacle of freedom is when you dare to live differently and stay true to your choice, despite all physical barriers. Do not let conventional standards limit your identity, because sometimes it is the persistence in the strangest things that creates a soul-stirring legend. Sonali Mukerji was attacked with acid at 18, a tragedy that threatened to bury her life in darkness and despair for 9 long years. The moment she decided to remove her veil and appear before millions of viewers on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was not just a quest for surgery funds, but a fierce declaration of war against injustice and cowardly violence. Despite a face marked by extensive scarring, Sonali proved that her sharp intellect and iron will remained intact, shining more brilliantly than any superficial beauty. Her resounding victory ignited a flame of hope, affirming the immutable truth that true beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living, transforming ultimate pain into a launch pad for a proud journey of rebirth. In the Philippines, Mark Davidson defies all medical boundaries with mutated hands of surreal proportions. Rising above the shadows of stigma, he has forged adversity into resilience to become a model family provider in the heart of Manila. Refusing to accept a fate as a dichotomy, Mark stands as a symbol of steely resolve and extraordinary adaptability. He serves as a powerful testament that human willpower can redefine any physical norm, offering profound inspiration on the fierce desire to live beyond any outward flaw. Alana Tilman was born with congenital arthrogryposis, which left her hands powerless from her very first breath. But fate could not imprison the artistic spirit of this young woman from California. Instead of giving up, Alana learned to turn her feet and mouth into magical hands. From the scribbles of her childhood, she persevered and trained to become a professional painter, with each artwork serving as a symphony of color and freedom. In a room flooded with light, Alana skillfully controls her brush with her mouth, carefully detailing each element until flowers or natural landscapes come to life. She paints not just to make a living, but to assert her vibrant presence in the world. Each of Alana's artworks is a declaration. Disability exists only in the body, while creativity is limitless. She has transformed physical limitations into a unique artistic style, full of vitality and optimism. Alana also inspires others through her own art projects, encouraging people to find joy in their differences. She appears in public with a radiant smile, breaking down all barriers of pity. Alana's story reminds us that when one door closes, the human spirit will find a way to open another window facing the sun. She doesn't just paint, she is redefining beauty and perseverance through her art. In a poor rural area, Sia Yuanhai became the center of unwanted attention when facial hyperplasia caused his head and face to enlarge abnormally, completely altering his features. Without money for surgery or timely medical support, he lived with that giant face for decades. His life was a quiet, somber note in the fast-paced rhythm of the world. Sia Yuanhai rarely spoke about his pain. He worked silently and lived quietly, carrying a quiet resilience within him. His story is a reminder of those still struggling in the shadows, in need of understanding and compassion from society rather than judgment. Actor Joaquin Phoenix was born with a distinctive scar on his upper lip, the result of a mild, natural cleft lip from birth. In the Hollywood environment that values perfect beauty, this scar was initially seen as a physical flaw. However, Joaquin chose to keep it as part of his unique identity, turning this small imperfection into a captivating, edgy, and mysterious feature. The scar does not diminish his charm. It adds a beauty shaped by experience. His career proves that exceptional talent can overshadow conventional standards. With deeply psychological acting, he turns his scar into an advantage, making his expressions more powerful than ever. In iconic roles like Joker, every subtle facial movement combined with the scar vividly conveys the character's complex, painful inner world. He shows that perfection does not lie in a flawless face, but in absolute authenticity. Joaquin is not only a talented actor, but also a persistent animal rights activist, living a simple and principled life. He uses his spotlight to uphold humanitarian values, showing that a person with depth always shines when true to themselves. That small scar has now become a symbol of steadfastness, reminding us to embrace our own imperfections and shine in our unique way. He is a source of inspiration for authentic confidence. Bablu Pashi, a man from India, has become a powerful source of inspiration for his community due to his determination to overcome a harsh fate. Born with a rare condition that caused his arms to develop abnormally and not function in a natural way, Bablu faced countless difficulties in his daily life from an early age. In a society where manual labor plays a central role, this disability seemed to close off all future opportunities for him. However, instead of accepting a life dependent on others' pity, Bablu chose a difficult but proud path, training himself to use his feet as his second hands. Through persistent determination, he learned to use his feet to perform tasks requiring great dexterity, even those that many able-bodied people would find challenging. He is able to feed himself, take care of personal hygiene, and most importantly, work to support his own living. Bablu's image of working tirelessly, using his feet to operate tools and perform technical tasks, has made a strong impression on those around him. Beyond earning a livelihood, he also actively participates in community activities, using his story to encourage others in similar situations not to give up on their dreams. His journey is a vivid testament to the human ability to adapt infinitely in the face of life's harshest challenges. The profound educational lesson from Bablu Pashi's life is the spirit of self-reliance and the value of adaptability. He teaches us that adversity is not an endpoint, but a test of human resilience and creativity. Instead of blaming fate or waiting for help, actively seeking solutions and developing new skills helps us take control of our own lives. Akshaj Gendalwal, a boy from India, has become a symbol of resilience in the face of his condition. He was born with Crouzon Syndrome, KTS, an extremely rare vascular and soft tissue disorder that causes abnormal development of blood vessels and the lymphatic system. As a result, Akshaj's right leg grew larger than normal and developed subcutaneous vascular tumors. His story not only raises awareness of the diversity of genetic conditions, but also provides valuable insights for medical research, helping improve interventions and the quality of life for patients facing similar challenges. Overcoming his physical challenges, Akshaj's story is a powerful testament to hope and the desire for a normal life. Despite facing daily difficulties with mobility, he meets the world with positivity, showing the importance of understanding and compassion in society. Rather than curiosity or judgment, Akshaj deserves respect and support, carrying a message that every individual, no matter how different, holds extraordinary inner strength to overcome adversity and shape their own story. Abiodun Adok, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adok's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that you don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. Afene Ghoul is a young girl from the Sindh region of Pakistan who has become a global symbol of perseverance and faith in the miracles of life. When she was just an 8-month-old infant, a tragic accident severely injured her neck, resulting in her head being permanently tilted at a 90-degree angle. For more than 13 years, she has lived with her head continuously leaning to one side, causing ongoing physical suffering as well as invisible barriers to social integration. Due to difficult family circumstances and a lack of specialized medical facilities in her local area, Afene had to endure this condition for a long period of time. However, she never lost her innocence or her desire to live a normal life. A major turning point in Afene's life came when her story spread widely across international media, drawing the attention of talented doctors and generous philanthropists. With support from the community, she was brought to India to undergo a complex and high-risk surgery to realign her cervical spine. After extensive efforts from the medical team and a long, determined rehabilitation process, Afene was able to hold her head upright for the first time in more than a decade. Images of the young girl smiling brightly while holding her head straight touched millions of hearts, serving as proof that medicine and compassion can come together to create real miracles. The profound lesson from Afene Ghoul's journey lies in patience and the power of empathy. She teaches us that no matter how harsh adversity may be, it cannot extinguish the will to live as long as hope remains. Her story reminds us of the importance of sharing and helping those who are vulnerable in society. Sometimes, timely support can completely change a person's destiny. Afene not only overcame physical pain, but also triumphed over prejudice and isolation, becoming an inspiration for younger generations to appreciate life and persevere through the most difficult challenges. Her life is proof that when we remain persistent and the world comes together, no barrier is truly impossible to overcome. And that brings us to the end of today's incredible video. After seeing all these unbelievable cases, one question remains. What does it truly mean to be normal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more shocking and fascinating real-life stories like this. Thank you for watching.